Okay, everybody, Villains Land is officially coming to Magic Kingdom. Hollywood Studios is getting Disney's first suspended Monsters, Inc. themed coaster in the new Monsters, Inc. land that's coming. Dinosaur is out and Indiana Jones is officially in Animal Kingdom. Nighttime parades are coming back. We've got a Coco ride, a Spider-Man coaster. The Mandalorian is taking over the Falcon, more cruise ships, and that's not even all of the major announcements from D23. So buckle up. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Vlog. Disney is done with blue sky ideas and delivered a ton of details on new projects that are already underway in the Disney theme parks around the world. At this year's D23 Expo, Disney released info on over 20 projects happening in Disney World, Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, Shanghai, Hong Kong, and the Disney Cruise Line. Some of these we may have been expecting, but there were a few that were complete and total surprises to everyone. Let's kick things off with some really exciting announcements, including the one we have all been waiting for. The villains are coming to Magic Kingdom. This long-anticipated land has been a talking point among Disney fans for years, and now Disney is finally making it happen. Villains Land is coming to Magic Kingdom. This brand new land will feature shopping, dining, and 2 brand new rides. This is the biggest expansion in Magic Kingdom history, and they are about to break ground on this massive project. Details are short on what exactly is coming to this land. There were teases of Ursula and the Evil Queen in the announcement. This multi-acre expansion has officially been confirmed as the area beyond Big Thunder Mountain. But Disney did not give a time frame. In previous discussions on this area beyond Big Thunder, it was compared to the Galaxy's Edge or Pandora expansions, which took 4 and 6 years to complete from the date of their announcements. This project will likely take quite a few years to complete, so it's likely we'll be stepping into Villains Land sometime between 2028 and 2030, but maybe they'll surprise us with construction speed, though they do have quite a few other projects in the works. The villains aren't the only ones coming to Magic Kingdom. A reimagined area of Frontierland will be themed to Cars and the American West and feature 2 rides. The first appears to be very similar to Radiator Springs Racers and Disney California Adventure, and it will take us out of Radiator Springs and into the wilderness with mountain trails and wild terrain for a rally race. They also teased a ride for smaller kids but didn't give many details. We could see a version of Mater's Junkyard Jamboree or Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, but we need to wait for an official announcement on that one. Now for the controversial part. Cars will be taking over the area of Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America. If you look closely, you can actually see the Liberty Square Riverboat building in the concept art. Work will begin on this new land in 2025, and we'll be keeping you updated as we learn more. Now, I know you've all been waiting for this one. Nighttime parades are back in Disney World. Disney Starlight will debut in Magic Kingdom in summer of 2025. This new parade is using new tech to create innovative floats featuring characters from Encanto, Peter Pan, Frozen, and more. This is going to be the first nighttime parade in Magic Kingdom since 2016, when the Main Street Electrical Parade went back to the West Coast and later stopped running for good. Next, we got that Dino Land expansion. We've got confirmation on it, y'all. This 11-acre section of Animal Kingdom will begin construction this fall to transform Dino Land into a brand new experience. It's going to be completed in phases and be known as Pueblo de la Esperanza. This is a lush rainforest with Spanish-style buildings and is described as being lived in, like the Harambe, Africa section of the park in Animal Kingdom that's all about that authentic attention to detail. Restaurantosaurus will be transforming into a large hacienda to become one of the largest quick-service restaurants in Disney World. This area will feature a carousel with Disney animals in a style inspired by wood-carved art. Puebla de la Esperanza will also feature 2 signature attractions. Indiana Jones is officially replacing Dinosaur, and there will be a completely new story being told in this ride exploring a Mayan temple. Indy's on the hunt for a rumored mythical creature that lurks within the temple, and we're coming along to find it. Wonder if it'll look anything like a Carnotaurus. Now, Encanto is going to be the other major draw of this land. The casita is coming to life, and we're stepping into the story on the day that Antonio receives his magical gift that lets him speak to animals. This attraction that will take us through the Casa Madrigal and into Antonio's room, which has been transformed into a rainforest filled with animals. Both rides are going to open in 2027. Also in Animal Kingdom, it was slipped into the presentation that the new Zootopia show will be opening in the Tree of Life in the winter of 2025 and will be called Zootopia Better Together. We finally have some info about that Pirates Lounge coming to Magic Kingdom, plus a brand new lounge announcement. The just announced Spaceship Earth themed lounge is short on details, but we can infer a bit from the concept art. From that concept art, we can see fireworks through the windows, so this space could be the current GM lounge that's inside the test track building and only accessible to GM employees. The windows and the angle of the view from the concept art look pretty similar. Or it could be in that Spaceship Earth extra lounge thing. I don't know. There's plenty of little lounge spaces sprinkled around Epcot that were put there for the employees of the companies that sponsored those attractions. So I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go, but we'll definitely figure it out for you. We've also got an update on that Pirates Tavern in Magic Kingdom. This is going to serve up food and drink and be open to guests of all ages. This is a family tavern. They actually describe the offerings as seaworthy selection of grogs and grubs, so we're not sure if that means this lounge will be serving alcohol in Magic Kingdom, but there is a bar in the concept art, so it seems like a strong possibility. Both lounges will open in 2025. Now, let's talk Test Track. Construction has already started on this ride reimagining, and we've got a few more details about what to expect when it reopens next year. The queue will feature 6 exhibits that take guests through the history of vehicles, and the ride will feature new show scenes showing technological advances and feature a scenic outdoor route. We saw that in the concept art. Some of the descriptions of the changes to this ride, along with the building design elements, are clearly giving a nod to the former attraction that lived here, World of Motion. All right, big surprise announcement that we totally were not expecting is a whole new land coming to Hollywood Studios in Disney World. Monsteropolis is coming to the parks. It's the first Monsters, Inc. themed land officially announced, and humans are welcome to visit Monsteropolis and step inside the factory in a brand new suspended coaster, a first for a Disney park. Yep, you get to ride on one of the doors. Work on this land will begin next year, and we cannot wait for more details. Where's it going to go? Concept art looks like it's an indoor coaster, so could this be a major overhaul of Rock and Roller Coaster in the surrounding area, or is this a completely new, previously undeveloped chunk of land? We don't know. To coincide with the release of the Mandalorian and Grogu film in 2026, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in both Hollywood Studios and Disneyland will get a revamp. The ride's going to get a new overlay so that we're traveling alongside Mando and Grogu instead of Hondo, Anaka, and Chewbacca. They'll be creating the new ride scenes with Unreal Engine, which is part of the technology they use to film Star Wars shows and movies. Now let's head over to Disneyland. Disneyland's going to be celebrating its 70th anniversary, but it's Disney California Adventure that got the spotlight at D23. Avatar is coming to Disney California Adventure, and it's not just going to be one little walkthrough experience, it's going to be a whole land. This time, you're going to find it in DCA. It's going to be different from the world of Pandora in Animal Kingdom. This is going to be based on the second film of the franchise, The Way of Water, and future films as well, including Avatar Fire and Ash, the title which was just revealed at D23 as well for the third Avatar film. A brand new boat ride will debut in this land. It doesn't look to be a repeat or overlay of the Na'vi River Journey concept. The boat in the concept art looks much bigger, and the surroundings are way spookier. Kind of looks like you're traveling through a Pandoran swamp. The ride was described as a thrilling excursion and a dynamic, intense, and emotional experience. This may be the boat ride tech we've seen patents for recently that would allow for much more control over the boat's direction and movements than in a typical flume ride. A new Coco ride has been announced. The very first Coco ride is coming to Disney California Adventure. This boat ride will take inspiration from classic attractions like Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean as we join Miguel on a trip to the land of the dead. Josh D'Amaro promised groundbreaking animatronics technology and lots of it in this ride. They're going to start construction in 2026. Now, Walt Disney: A Magical Life is a brand new show coming to Disneyland that will feature the first ever animatronic of Walt Disney. The idea is to bring guests into Walt's office to see what he might be dreaming up. After its initial run in 2025, the show will alternate with great moments with Mr. Lincoln. The West Coast version of Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open at the start of the holiday season this year on November 15th. Critter Country is going to be renamed Bayou Country to go along with the ride opening, and this area will include the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes, yay! The Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, Pooh Corner, and the new Ray's Berets and Lewis's Critter Club. Some of the area may open before the ride on November 15th, and some of these are already or still open right now. 2 new rides are coming to Avengers Avengers Campus in Disney California Adventure, and it will double the size of Avengers Campus. First up, Avengers Infinity Defense. This is the one that we've seen the ride vehicle concept on the expo floor for, and Disney shared a few more details about the ride. This is the one where you're going to battle King Thanos in this ride, and Disney shared that you'll visit lots of places in the MCU like Asgard, Wakanda, and New York City. From the ride vehicle concept, this appears it'll be similar to Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure in Tokyo Disney Sea's Fantasy Springs. And the second ride, Stark Flight Lab. This is the brand newly announced ride that features two-person pods on whirling arms that take you on a simulated flight mission. Robert Downey Jr. will return to play Iron Man for this ride, and this one looks kind of similar to the experience at Universal Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Construction begins next year on this Avengers Campus expansion. Now, California isn't getting all the Marvel action. More Marvel is coming to Shanghai and Hong Kong. There's a brand new Spider-Man coaster coming to Shanghai Disneyland, and this one looks like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. From the concept art, we can see that it looks very similar to the lift into the ride building on Cosmic Rewind and a track and ride vehicle with similar movement capabilities. They spent so much on that ride, did we really think they'd only build one version of it? Now this one will take guests along with Spider-Man instead of the Guardians. Hong Kong Disneyland is expanding Stark Expo with another Spider-Man themed ride. This one is super low on details, but from that concept art, am I mistaken, or does that look like Spidey and Doc Ock are in a Tower of Terror like drop shaft? Pride Lands will be a brand new area of the newly renamed second park in Disneyland Paris, Disney Adventure Park. It's going to include dining and shopping, character meet and greets, and a brand new ride. This ride's going to take you into the caverns of Pride Rock and then follow Simba's story, Josh D'Amaro claims. It's going to make you feel like you just stepped into the movie. Disney Adventure World is getting a lot of attention in the next few years, with Frozen Land opening in 2026 and a new nighttime spectacular coming to the park that year as well. All right, ready for a bunch more cruise ships? In addition to the 4 currently under construction or nearing a first sailing date, Disney just announced literally 4 more ships coming to the Disney Cruise Line fleet. With the 5 already sailing, that makes for 13 ships in total. These new ships will start sailing between 2027 and 2031. Ships, names, and itineraries are still in development, but we did get some other Disney cruise news. We got another look at Disney The Tale of Moana debuting on the Disney Treasure. It's going to include a 15-foot tall puppet of Te Kā, the largest production element for a DCL show so far. And Hercules has been announced as a stage show debuting on the Disney Destiny. Phew, okay, Disney may not be taking us to Mars yet, but these are some pretty major announcements, and there are no maybe possibly one day blue sky ideas anymore. Every single announcement is either in development or breaking ground soon, which means there is a lot to plan for if you're headed to the Disney parks. Luckily, you've got us here at DFB to help you plan and prepare. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and sign up for our free newsletter. Those newsletter subscribers got all this news 2 days ago. So if you want to be the first to know what's happening at Disney, sign up. It's totally free. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Vlog, and we'll see you real soon.